Okay, I'm here with a fellow who wants to be state senator, Bill Carruth. Bill Carruth, former commission chairman, Paulding County Board of Commissioners, known him since 1990. I've seen him do some courageous things with Bobby Hollis and some other things of that nature, going back over the years. And he did a courageous thing in running for state senate against Bill Heath, because Bill Heath is known as, well, in 2004, he let it be known that anybody that was going to run against him would have the most negative campaign ever. So, in that context, Bill, why are you running for District 31?
Well, Pat, you know, I've been interested in public service for a long time. I think you came here in 1989, about the time I was running for post commissioner the first time. I served 6 years as a post commissioner, and then 4 years as chairman. And then I served about 9.5 years on the state DNR board until I resigned this past May to qualify to run for this Senate seat. And I've been hearing from elected officials and appointed officials and just people on the general public that they were not satisfied with the representation they had in the state Senate. So after reapportionment came along, Paulding County became a little more attractive to run from a geographic standpoint. I started looking into the possibility of running, made some phone calls. I called my good friend Pete Bridges, who ran last in 2010, who told me he was not going to run, but he would certainly support my campaign and encourage me to run. In looking at Mr. Heath's 2010 vote totals, you can tell by looking at the different counties. In Harrison County, where he's known the best and has lived, I think he states, all his life, he got beat 2.5 to 1. Now he got beat by Pete Bridges, who's a Harrison County resident, but I spent a lot of time in Harrison County, and I spent a lot of time before I made the announcement talking to business leaders and was just humbled by the welcome that I got, and pretty much the same thing in Polk County. The people just feel like that he's not responsive, and I just kept getting encouragement. So I prayed about it. I talked with my family about it, and made a decision that if the people wanted an opportunity to change, I'd give them that opportunity.
Okay. Well, you know, we talked about your experience. You talked about the experience on the DNR board. You talked about other things. But what qualifies you really to represent the district?
Well, I think that the service on the local level as a post commissioner and as chairman, I'm proud of a lot of things we did as chairman. I think we brought a business-like approach to Paulding County government. I think we hired a good group of department heads, and we've got good staff from top to bottom. We did things like build the Silver Comet Trail. We put in wastewater treatment plants. We built roads. We improved infrastructure. We improved the development standards, and we had a thriving economy. And we were able to cut taxes. All 4 years I was chairman, we cut taxes by at least $0.25 So that local government experience, along with the state at the DNR, where we did some good things there. The Paulding Forest, with the purchase of 7,000 plus acres, plus we got some more under contract, is a big thing for Polk and Paulding County. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, I think, is my experience in the private sector. I mean, I've created jobs. I've met payrolls. I've balanced budgets. You know, I've had to hire people and fire people, and I've been through good times and I've been through bad. So I think the combination of the local government, state government experience, and business in the real world. I mean, out here trying to make a living, not being wined and dined by the lobbyists in Atlanta, but out here on the ground in the real world gives me a unique perspective on things that need to be done, cutting government regulations that are unnecessary, things like that.
Yeah, you mentioned wine and dine lobbyists and whatever. And of course, that's kind of, the role of the legislator is to get down there, go at 6 o'clock in the morning for what, 48 days or something like this. Not really.
40 days.
40 days. Yeah. Well, 48 days is how long it rained, I guess. But anyway, do you look forward to that kind of life? In other words, for that period of time? I mean, are you really hyped to the social scene in that sense?
Well, I don't know about any social scene, but yeah, I'm ready to go to work. I'm ready to hit the ground running. I mean, there's a learning curve, there's no doubt, but it's not that big a learning curve. And I think with as long as I've been in politics and as much as I've followed it, that'll be short. The Senate, as you are aware, and I think anybody that follows politics is pretty much in chaos. There's a lack of leadership in the Senate, and I hope to. I don't plan to take over at all.
Yeah.
But I plan to work with the other senators, and I think we can get things accomplished.
Okay. Well, speaking of that, what is the most important issue that you see facing Georgia?
Well, I think the economy is the most important issue in the nation and in Georgia, and we've got to do things to improve the economy. We've got to get rid of unnecessary regulations. We've got to, and the biggest thing I want to do is eliminate the state income tax. Florida and Tennessee both have eliminated the state income tax. We need to take the burden off the job provider and off the wage earner and spread it out more evenly. And it puts Georgia at a disadvantage with Tennessee and Florida when we're trying to recruit jobs and corporations to come, when we've got two neighboring states to the north and south of us that don't have an income tax. It also hurts the state as we have seniors that are leaving, and we have seniors moving from other parts of the country that move to Florida or Tennessee where they might otherwise move to Georgia if we didn't have a state income tax. And seniors are something that you want. Seniors don't have kids in school. They spend money. They don't commit crimes. They're good citizens, and we should welcome seniors. And I think that'll help welcome seniors, and it'll also help create jobs.
Well, I understand the welcoming of seniors, and being something you're getting closer to it, and I am
Absolutely,
too.
absolutely.
So basically, what you're saying is this: the taxation and the taxation system in Georgia is your primary priority.
That's right.
Anything else that you want to talk about at this point? I mean, the floor is open.
Well, I just want to thank you for inviting me to come here and do this interview and share with the people some of my thoughts and concerns. And I'll make a promise to you. If you elect me, I'll be responsive. I'll be available. And I'll never forget who I work for, and that's the people who elect me are my constituents in the 31st district. That's you, the voters, and that's something I'll never forget. And I ask for your vote either in the early voting or on July 31st, and in the event there's a runoff on August 21st. Thank you.
Okay.